What's up, everybody, and welcome to the final World Championship Top 8 deck, the first place deck played and piloted by Javier Dominguez. Javier did some absolute magic, in my opinion, with this deck. This deck going into the finals had a 40% win rate and managed to win the whole thing. So just to tell you, any deck can kind of win these things. But a couple things that we want to keep in mind when we're taking a look at this playthrough that I'm doing. First and foremost, we're going to do a standard event, which is 5 rounds of Swiss. So best of 3. I'll show you the awards or rewards that you get as you get wins from that. But the other thing to keep in mind is that these decks built by the top 8 finalists were built for that specific tournament. So they were built for the World Championship. So who they thought they were going to face, what cards they were going to face, what decks they were going to face. So they took a look at the whole landscape and say, okay, I think this deck is going to do the best based off of the competition I'm going to face at this tournament. That's one thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is we are about 4.5-ish weeks, maybe 5 weeks out from the World Championship. So a lot has changed in the last 5 weeks. We have had the release of Foundations. So we have new cards that were never even competed against or even considered when building these decks. Secondly, or the third point that I want to make on this is that the meta has shifted, but these decks have been out in the wild now for 5 weeks. So they've had the masses just molding them, punching them, beating them up, and changing them, building counter strategies to these decks. Because when you're like, oh, hey, the season is switching from modern to standard, the first thing you're going to go do is look at the World Championship decks that were all played in standard and say, okay, these are going to be obviously the top decks. Now, how do we make them better? So there's been counter plays built. All of these different things that have been that have happened since that World Championship occurred. I was lucky enough to attend the event. I didn't get a chance to speak with Javier, but I did get a chance to speak with a couple of the other top 8 finalists. You can go check out my interview in one of my other videos. I'll link it below here. But all that to be said, a lot has changed, but it's still a fun little challenge, a fun little thing to take a look at and see exactly how it holds up nowadays and what changes we may or may not make. So one of the first comments I always get when I'm playing this deck or doing these playthroughs in the live stream is that, hey, you should change this card, you should do that. I'm like, I know, but we're gonna play the deck as created by Javier and see how it does. So let's go ahead and take a look here at exactly how this all broke down. So first and foremost, Javier got first place, walking away with a cool $100,000. Can't be upset about a weekend of Magic that ends in $100,000. And I have to tell you, being there at the World Championships, the emotions were real. Like, you could see it obviously in the room, or like on the live cast, if you watch the live cast at all. But like in the room, like his family was there, like his team was there. I was at the live watch party, which was like upstairs and in like the back corner, because obviously the game is a lot easier to watch on the screen than it was like in person, because you're 20-30 feet away from them. You can't really see what's going on. So all of that to be said, we're at a watch party and a couple of his teammates were on stage doing live commentary of that. And they ran down there, which was really funny because we see him like just like 30 seconds later showing up on the screen all out of breath because they had ran down there to go support their teammate. But he was so emotional. It was so moving to see it because he's worked so hard at this. And it was just crazy. Like, I think this was his second time winning the World Championship, one of like 2 people to have done so. So awesome performance by Javier. And really cool to watch and be in person. So who is Javier? He is our Spanish champ here. I don't know why he's not on top, but he is third. But Javier was playing a Dimir Demons deck. So this is the guy that we're going to be playing his deck. We're obviously not going to play it as well as Javier did, but it's still a fun challenge for me and fun little content to make along the way. But let's take a closer look at this actual deck. I'm going to get my big O head out of the way, and we can take a look. So over in the 1-drop space, he's running 4 Duress, a single cut down. Moving over into the 2 drops, we're running 4 Masterminds, a little Spell Stutter with a little spice, a little extra fairy spice. I've actually, in some of my test runs of this deck, this is actually coming clutch, the fact that it was 3. They just couldn't do it. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't get it over the fact that it was 3 because I had a single Fairy Mastermind really kind of shifted the meta to the point where I actually tried to make a Dimir Fairies deck to really buff Spell Stutter. It kind of fell flat. But running the Anoints, which are huge for the mono red decks, taking out Glissa, a couple of the other 3 drops. Oh, the Mosswood. Mosswood taking that out. So then the Golgari matchup, and in the I'm just drawing a complete blank. Mono red. There you go. And then Caustic Bronco for card draw. Also can do some pretty stellar damage to them if you pull like a Doomsday Excruciator or a Jace or your Archfiend off of that, and it's saddled. Also can hurt you a lot if it's not saddled. Go for the throats and Shoot the Sheriff. I do like Shoot the Sheriff. There's a few things that it doesn't hit, but all in all, Shoot the Sheriff is really nice. A little instant destroy target non-outlaw. So it gets around any artifacts that are there. So artifacts I don't think were super prevalent in about 5 weeks ago, but they are super prevalent now. So it's been helping out. And then there's this really cool sort of discard. You did see that Javier won one of his matches. I think it was for the semifinals, that he won with a double Jace, which was insane to mill him out for a double Jace. But you can hit him with a Doomsday Excruciator, hit him with Jace, easy mill. I actually managed to do this combo with a Doomsday Excruciator, but I had Restless Reef out, and then I attacked with Restless Reef, milled them for 4, and so they were going to draw out next step, and I got to win that way. But then we also have the Demons aspect to this. This is where the deck gets its name, Dimir Demons. We have the Archfiend of the Dross and the Unholy Annex, getting you card draw, as well as life gain by having a demon down on the playfield or battlefield. So the land base is going to be what you expect from Dimir. We're going to have swamps. We're going to have the shores. We're going to have verges. We're going to have the Restless Reef. That really helps actually for the card, the milling plan. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. You can hear it in my voice, but we're powering through. Then we have Undercity Sewers as our 1 surveil land, and then we have our damage land and some fountain ports. Over in the sideboard, he was running 2 Dreams of Steel. We got 2 negates, another Anoint with Affliction, a Withering Torment, another Jace if we really want to go hard on that milling plan. And then we got 2 more cut downs. Again, we're going to sideboard those in if they're going low and wide. Ghost Vacuum, I think they're only running 1 Ghost Vacuum, which is a little scary, especially how prevalent Graveyard Recursion is. Some Liliana the Veil, a Deadly Cover-Up, a Gix's Command, and an Outrageous Robbery. So this is the deck that we're going to be running. And what are we going to be playing? Well, we are going to be playing something that's called a Standard Event. If you haven't found these, they're all the way at the bottom. And these are best of 3, so Swiss, and we're going to play 5 rounds of Swiss. We buy in with gold or with gems, and it's profit if you win, baby. It's profit if you win. We talked about this in another one of my videos of how to make gems. Is if you think you have a really good standard deck, this is a way to turn those gold into gems. So we're going to go here. We're going to grab Javier's deck, submit Javier's deck. I'm still waiting for me, but we obviously got to the end. I was waiting for me to click the wrong deck starting these, but we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the playthrough. So some things to keep in mind. I have played quite a few games with this deck. I am not Javier Dominguez, okay? I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to punt from time to time. if you see it in the video, leave a comment, call me out on it. It's fine. This is more for entertainment and a little bit for research, just to understand exactly what's going on. So I do like this deck because we don't know what we're facing yet. I always like to guess based on their sleeves. So by their sleeves, I'm assuming it's some sort of black deck. But having some removal up front is nice. We could get down an early Jace, and then we have a Demons. So the Jace would be nice just to like turn something off and keep making it nice and big. So we'll just do our dual land to start. Then we'll probably slap down the Underground River next, and then we'll hold up for removal. So we could, I'm guessing black. We got black. All right. So now we have removal. They could have, they didn't turn one, well, this was a tap land, so they didn't turn one duress because it was a tap land. They have their own removal. I don't really have a 3-drop. I mean, maybe. We could do Jace. Let's do Jace. Let's get an early Jace.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will.
Submit 0. Oh, I don't have a creature I can target. Well, that's fine. We got Jace down. And then they got an Unholy Annex, which is fine. They're bound to have a removal, so like I could go Archfiend early and try to pull a removal.
You can be made to obey.
Then I'll just tap my Jace. So this 3 times X. So right now I could just pop this for 15. They're gonna go with a Llanowars. Interesting. Do they have the removal? They have a Scavenging Ooze. Solid. All right, and then we keep some of our own.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Removal. And then I'm thinking, got to get rid of some of that ramp for them. I feel like they might be struggling for land a little bit. Yeah, they missed some drops. There we go. All right, cool. So it's a Golgari Demons deck. So what are some things that we need to worry about with a Golgari Demons deck? Obviously, we need to worry about Annex and what's going on with Annex and creating demons. We need ways to remove creatures that are big. So shoot the Sheriff, go for the throats. We'll get rid of those big creatures. Don't need to really worry about Graveyard Recursion. Dreams of Oil and Steel is interesting, or Steel and Oil. Choose an artifact or creature card. So this is a creature heavy deck. Duress does, however, hit like the Annex. It hits what else does it hit? It hits Annex and it hits all their removal. So that is something that is nice. It can strip some removal out of their hand. But it is mostly a creature deck. So I don't know. See, these are non-creature spells, so we keep the stutters in there. Honestly, I think this deck is pretty well built for the Golgari matchup. This was also a little tip that we heard in the live stream. Or not the live stream, but the live watch. So they were talking about sideboarding strategy with Javier's deck. And they're like, we don't know if we should say this or not. But the thing with sideboarding with this deck is you don't really. It's pretty tuned for what it's trying to do on its own. In some rare cases, you might sideboard in a card or two. But for the most part, what we heard is you don't sideboard much with this deck. All right, so we got the first win in the first match, which feels good. We got an early removal. We have some access to our lands. We can get an early unholy or early annex. Okay, we got our 4th land. All right, sweet. So now we can get a turn 4 Archfiend down if we need to. And then hopefully at turn 5, are we going to get Bat Duress? What are we taking? Shoot the Sheriff or an Annex? Taking one of the Annex. Fair. Okay, 2nd tap land. We're going to get ourselves access to our 2nd color. Just in case. If they play something, we can shoot the Sheriff. Otherwise, we'll just flash in Fairy Mastermind on their end step. I feel like I almost need to save shoot the Sheriff, unless it's like a Glissa. If they play a Glissa, then we'll shoot the Sheriff. If it's like a Mosswood or something, we'll leave it. Ooh, I haven't seen that art in a while. That was a dumb move. I should have flashed in the fairy. I was like sitting there on it. I rushed. That was my problem. Okay, so we got a 2nd removal, and it's an Anoint, which is really nice. So I'm actually gonna hold, and then when they play the Mosswood, I'm gonna Anoint the Mosswood so they stop getting value out of that. Then the good old Exile, because we can destroy Glissa. There's not really a way to bring back Glissa, but they have ways to bring back Mosswood. So we don't want them to have that way anymore. So Mosswood's gone. Very nice. It's got a 5th land. They don't have counter spells, so get some card draw here. They also don't have anything. They have Terra Sunder. They do have Terra Sunder. Fuck, I forgot about Terra Sunder. That's fine. Okay, what else do we have to worry about? Sheoldreds. Again, Glissa. They could have their own Annex. We didn't see it last time. Okay, there's an Archfiend. So we can play a Fountain Port, shoot the Sheriff. Get rid of that Archfiend. Okay, there's the Glissa. Now we don't currently have a way to deal with the Glissa. So we're gonna play with our own Archfiend. We're not gonna attack. Maybe we can slow them a little bit with Fairy Mastermind. Deny some card draw here. Okay. And then... Okay, sweet. They don't have any removal. I'm gonna hold. I really want like a Restless Reef or something if I'm gonna play Doomsday. Alright, so I'm gonna force them to have to get card draw off of Fountain Port. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my own fish to block their Glissa. And they don't want to make a fish. Now they could with Restless Cottage make food tokens though. That's gonna be the downside. So they can get health back via food tokens. Okay. exile something from my graveyard, get a food token. I'm gonna create a fish, block Glissa. Also, if I don't block Glissa, they can just take all of my things, all of my counters. This is less than ideal, but I have to punch. We got him to 1. I mean, it might have almost been better to... So now if they draw extra cards, is no bueno. Okay, they got another fountain port. That was a little stressful because I was like, I have to block the Glissa with the Doomsday, and so I'm gonna take at least 4 if they swing with Restless Reef. I think they had some ways out of it, honestly. I don't think that was ideal play, because they could have. Well, actually, no, because if a creature dies... Well, no, I had to block Glissa. Well, actually, no. So if they had brought in the Restless Cottage, I could have blocked the Cottage with the Doomsday. Their creature would have died, and then they would have lost 2 life from the Archfiend. And then they would have stripped the counters off of my Archfiend, sure. Well, no, they should have popped their food, got 3 life. They would have been at 5. I would have had to have blocked Glissa. Doomsday would die. Then they could have swung with Cottage, and I would have taken 4. And then I would have been at 8, and then they had Glissa still alive, and then I guess next turn I would swing with 6 again. But then they would have had another food token. I think they could have got out of it. Honestly, I think they could have got out of it. That was I think maybe a frustrated concede versus something to thought, because they could have made up a lot of ground with food tokens. So I think they could have got out of it. A good start. We like turn 1 Duress. Then we'll have Go for the Throats. Hopefully we get an untapped land to have a turn 2 play. But turn 1 Duress is really nice. Are they going to hold 7? Let's see. Oh, no. Mully to 6. And they go first with the tap land. And then this always hurts. Ooh. I mean, Kaido's got to go. Both of these are tap lands, which is unfortunate. Yes, I wasted a turn 2 to have my turn 1 Duress. Very nice. Works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and anoint that. What are outlaws again? Rogues. So it doesn't hit Fairy Mastermind, which is really interesting. No, I don't want to stop there. I want to stop that stop. Do they have a counter spell? They do not. And then we'll flash in Fairy Mastermind at their end step. Most likely going to get taken out by Go for the Throat. Then Fairy Mastermind. And then go for the throat. Resolve. Surveil or tap? Let's surveil. Let's see if we can groom the hand. I mean, Fountain Port is going to be nice for card draw. What's the chance they got a counterspell? High. Ooh, we got it down. Didn't think that was going to happen. Okay, Flood Pitch Drowner. That feels like a good shoot the sheriff target. They could have a removal. So it turns off one side. Gotcha. Ah, yeah, they got that. 5, yeah, 9. Nice. Got that one, eh? So against the mirror, I mean, like I said, I think we're pretty good. Anoints, Tishana's, Duress is going to hit that non-creature spell. I mean, there might be something to be said about putting that in there. Do I want the removal? I think they're doing the card draw version. So maybe put in the gate instead of cut down. So I know cut down hits a few things, but we have a lot of like creature removal. What I didn't have was a lot of like spell removal. So like the removals of their own are a problem. I don't know. That was a gut feeling. Because if they're running the blue, the card draw version, which I think they are if they're running Kaito, so they're running the enduring. What's the enduring one? Why can't I think of it as the enduring, the blue one? Draws them cards. Nice. We'll keep. I mean, it's 2 blue, but we'll get a black source. And we'll get access to a turn 2 spell stutter. Hey, we got a black source. We can flash the Fairy Mastermind in unless they drop something crazy on turn 2. Okay. Hold. What are they going to play on their end step? Are they going to flash in their own Fairy Mastermind? If they are, they're taking their sweet time. That feels like a good target for... Go for the throat. The spell stutter... See if I can pull something out of them. Maybe they go for removal? Go for Bronco? Okay, we got Bronco. I think I'm okay with their own Fairy Mastermind. I'm waiting for something juicier. Waiting for something juicier, and I'm not gonna get it. Like me playing Unholy Annex, and then them counterspelling. That extra one's coming in handy. All right, and we got a duress. Nice. See if we can pull something out of their hand. Schwamp. Now they got access to 5 drops, though. I don't think they really have any 5 drops. It's all 4 drops. They could Kaito here, though. Yep. Oh, they're not going to Kaito. Did they do it too fast? They might have done it too fast. Let's duress. See what you got. They do have a Kaito. Oh. They're waiting to Tishana's. So, how does enchantment rooms work? If I just cast the side, I guess we're gonna find out. Yep, it enters and then the ability triggers. Okay, that's what I thought. Love all these lands I'm getting. It's a chance they have another Tishana's. That chance was 0. No attacks. And then they have their Enduring Curiosity is what I was looking for. Make sure that's an untapped land. Let's see what you got in there. Another Tishana's, eh? So they could turn off the second activation. Getting in for 6. Do I have? I don't. That's just way too much card draw. I would draw myself out. Actually, here's the thought. Okay. So they're going to Tishana's. I'll let them turn that off. And then all right, here's a thought. So I'm going to Fountain Port block, go for the throat. We'll block one. Go for the throat. Take two. Really need another way. What do you got? Restless Reef. Oh, I just have the win. Did they top deck a removal? They did. All right, we're going for it. So now if they attack, they're gonna mill themselves out. That's the goal, at least. See if we can make that happen. They're down to 2. I'm down to 3. I don't want to kill that. I don't know. I think they have it. They have it. I think they have it. We could just double a Fairy Mastermind, right? So what is that? 8? Oh, they're gonna make me mill. Oh, they got it. They got it. That was fun. That was fun. All right, going on to game number 3. Oh wait, let's do the thing. We're bad. We're bad. Let's do the scoreboard. We are not 9. 1 and we're 1 and 1. On to game 3. Now we got to guess by their sleeves what they're playing. Bueller. So we did have one. Oh, look at that guy. That guy's got a mythic trophy. We did have one playthrough where I think 2 of the wins that we got, people just quit. They like played one game and then quit. And then the other one, like, we were at this screen and then they quit and we got the win. I was like, I think we ended up going 3 and 2 in that playthrough, and 2 of the games were just people that quit. I'm like, I mean, you paid to be in this game mode, so a win's a win, right? We might get that again. That's why I bring it up, because we're sitting here and they're roping already. Arena Porto. We got a mythic trophy and they're over there roping. We don't even have any timeouts yet. We'll do this. Hopefully they're there. Oh, they're there. We'll drop a land. It's fine. Then they're gonna hit me with a duress. Another hopeless nightmare. Get a Caustic Bronco out there. Just stripping all the cards out of my hand. Is this that mono black, like, discard deck? I gotta get some ways to, like, get some cards in hand. Okay, that's fine. I think we're gonna be good now. We can just start drawing cards. Do they have threats that they're actually going to play, though? Alright, there's a threat. Take care of that. Get more lands. Gotta love the lands. Get our tap land. Probably could have played the swamp to unlock the other door. Alright, surveil. Or scry. Top, not good. Top is not good. What do you got? What do you got in there? Token, Planeswalker, go for the throat. Non-token, it's creature, sacrifice a Planeswalker. I don't have any Planeswalkers, so it's basically just kill my thing. That's fine. Let's see if I can pull it out of him. Actually, we're gonna pull the demon. He selected the wrong one. He said non-token creature. He selected the wrong one. Oh, that's so funny. Creature token of their choice. He hit non-token. He just saw the word token and I keep saying he, they just saw the word token and okay, they got another go for the throat. That's fine. Gotta really unlock that other one. Now I'm getting all my Dark Slick Shores. I got a second land. All right, got game one. So mono black, eh? What'd they hit me with? It's like a mono black discard twice your life thing. So definitely need removal. Maybe drop in the cut down. Because I think that one of the things that you get rid of is the like the discard plan if you want more removal. Because you would drop the Jace, drop the Doomsday, grab the Liliana, and grab the Withering Torment. I think. That's what I'm going to do. They're not really running artifacts. So that other part of the Steel and Oil, Dreams of Steel and Oil, doesn't really come into play, but the discarding creatures does. So I can pull demons out of their hands. I can pull that stupid bat that makes twice as much damage. So all in all, there's some things that we can do. Told you I was gonna try to get to that stupid mute button. This guy is just roping me. They only get 3 minutes to sideboard, right? Come on, bud. Buddy, pal, friend. All right. Turn one duress. We like it. Unless they turn one duress me. Then we don't like it. We'll get rid of one of the annexes. Get a Bronco out there. I think having a turn 4 available is better. Maybe they get a land and then they play Abyssal Harvester. It is a 3/2. But it does die to Caustic Bronco. That's the thing. Okay, they got a land. They got an Annex. Now I do have an Archfiend of the Dross. Let's play it. We gotta shoot the Sheriff. Nice. All right, so I have a couple removal for my own Archfiend if they start blocking with Archfiend. So what do? Do they play their own Archfiend? Yeah. And then I lose 2 life. I got a second Archfiend. Very nice. Nice. We got some removal. I think we keep the shoot the Sheriff up. Resolve. Get rid of a land. Get rid of that. And then they lose to their own Annex. Hey! We like it. What does that put us at? We are in game 3 with 2 wins. Put them on the board there. We like it. Let's keep cooking. 3 wins is the magical one because you move from 250 gem reward to 600 gem reward, which is pretty good. Well, like I said, we bought in with gold though, so it's pure gem profit right now for us. We like 2-1. We like 3-1 better. 3-1 means we had a positive record with the deck, or 3-2 if we go that. If we get 4-1's the best we've done. 4-1. We did that with Kai's deck, which was also Demir, but that was the Kaito version. Kaito. We were ninjutsuing the fuck out of people. All right, I really do need the games to go quicker, though. Quicker. And waiting for opponents is not a quick way. Click as fast as I can. Click as fast as I can. Currently waiting. Do we just not have a lot of opponents? I will say that is a little bit of the downside of this. Like, you have to be playing other people that have bought into it, so it is a little bit of waiting. Dr. Nosferatu. We keep. I say we keep, but we're not gonna do. Surveil, sure. Gonna up the beanstalk. Duress. I think you do the get lost. The doppelgang was very close. Because the get lost is gonna kill my unholy annex. But then we can do it again. Get rid of that doppelgang. So is this the Cavern of Souls? Yep, an avatar. Alright, they're gonna play it right onto the playmat. Cut down, unfortunately, is not going to get me there. Annoyance not going to get me there. Definitely going to have to drop the annoyance. They don't do enough. I think we take the first one. What are we going to play there, bud? We draw out a removal. Okay, I get some card draw. Are they impending it, or did they pay for the full thing? Alright, they took my enchantment. Yeah, two of those, a little painful. Yeah, there's not a good option here. Oh my gosh, I can't get any of my removals. I'm running like 10 removals. 4, 6, well 6 that mean anything. All right, a tenth of my deck then. I gotta block 1. Now I'm sneezing. Not looking good, friends. Not looking good. Oh no. So they cast a 5-color spell. Did they raw cast that? I think they did. Yeah. That's it. That's it, friends. Okay. So definitely do Deadly Cover Up. You could do Gix's Command here. I think we drop the Annoyance. Anoints aren't going to hit anything. We want the destroy enchantments. Cut downs are not going to hit anything. Dreams of Steel and Oil are going to hit stuff. And then we lose the... Add some Lilianas. Maybe we keep the Doomsday, one Doomsday. Because with Doomsday and Restless Reef, we can still do something. So attack with Restless Reef after you play Doomsday. They mill 4 cards. They only have 2 cards left. So that's how that works. How do you find people? Oh. All right, turn 1 duress. Turn 2 duress. Turn 3 go for the throat. Nice. Did get lost, and then the cornucopia. Lol. We're just stripping that whole hand. I mean, we're getting all the duresses, why not? And then we get Fountain Port. Oh, they managed to get a Heaped Harvest down. Even though I already... Oh. What did I pull out? Oh, the Get Lost, the Ancient, and the Heaped Harvest. All right. Put a stop on their in stop, just in case they play something. Search for a basic land. You go grab a mountain. Yep. Good old ramping. Nope, nope. Cancel. Get my 1 in. Then do it. Well, that's not very helpful. So now they're gonna hard cast Atraxa. We're just gonna get rid of it. Reveal the top 10 cards for each card type. You choose among the type. Reveal cards in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Well, those are fun. Dreams of Steel and Oil. We're gonna go ahead and exile those 2 cards. And then on their end step, make fish. Do you collect any magic at all? I've been picking up the odd Arabian Nights graded cards just for nostalgia. Not really. So I've had to tell myself I am a player. I am not a collector. Because it's too easy to just spend all your money on collecting, and I need to spend my money specifically on competitive decks. And so they're just gonna get lost at. I hold priority though. Hold.
Those who go my way tend to regret it.
They had a negate. I don't know why they didn't negate that.
Sorry,
Still got a discard
I'm
there,
not
bud.
interested in dying today. You won't be outsmarting me.
All right. Well, there's that. Oh, they have a Sunfall. Spelunking. They're just gonna ramp some more. This is oppressive. What are they gonna play now? They have 3 lands up. 4 lands up. They have a negate. And they have a negate. Jesus, I can't play anything. This is oppressive. So yeah, I just don't collect. Because it's expensive enough playing competitively. So that's just kind of where all the cash goes. Okay, we have a Bronco. We play the Bronco. We get hit with some sort of removal. Okay. We have an Annex. Let them negate the Annex. Okay. Just get it out of the way. This is an annoying deck to pull out your mono red aggro, bro, and nuke this guy. Yeah, that would be the hope. So what we're doing actually right now is we are doing a standard event playthrough of Javier Dominguez's World Championship deck. So we're playing literally the cards that were dealt to us. In this particular instance, and that's fine. We're having fun. We're doing a challenge, just playing standard events with the World Championship decks, making our way through the entire top 8. We've already done 2nd through 7th place, so it's been a fun little. Fun little thing to do. Sure, let's unlock that. You're gonna give me a demon and get some life. All right, perfect. They probably have another Sunfall. Bird Migration, very nice. That's one way to go about it. Did you start playing Magic in the 90s? If so, assuming you had the money for a vintage, would you prefer playing vintage Legacy over standard? So I did start playing Magic in the 90s, but I was at the oldest in the 90s. I was at like 14, 13. Like Magic in the 90s for me, it was like my card shop was the gas station. Like I went to the gas station, I bought packs, and then I put together decks like that as best as I could. We barely knew the rules. Like we were just playing Magic, you know? And it was me and my brother, and yeah, we collected a lot of cards. And I think unfortunately I exchanged a lot of those cards for like chores. So I used to trade my brother. I'm like, hey, I'll give you 3 Magic cards if you would like sweep the kitchen for me today instead of it being my job. Just because like we didn't understand the value of what was going on. With power 2 or less. So we can get rid of a few of these. Gain some health back. Nice. And we got another Shoot the Sheriff. Okay. They got another Spelunking. Yeah, this deck is a bit annoying to play against. They're really getting it to purr though. They got all the ramp. I'm waiting for a big old Doppelgang. This is the Doppelgang deck. And then they're gonna raw cast their Overlord. So the nice thing is Gix's command is going to work now. And do I have 2 creatures in here? I don't have any creatures in here. So we're going to do this. And ooh, actually. Negate. Nice. Okay, gotta land out of the way. Found a Fairy Mastermind. What else you got in there? I'm waiting for like a get lost or something. No, yeah, the right thing's to block. Block 1. You lose 2 life. I gain 2 life. Yeah, this deck is a bit annoying. They're gonna Doppelgang though. They have enough land right now that they're just gonna do a big ass Doppelgang. Oh, they're gonna do another herd migration? Jesus. We already just did we do have a deadly cover up. We did bring in a deadly cover up. We got a 3% chance, friends. 3%. Honestly, I should mill him. That'd be great. I do have one Doomsday as well. Do you feel the algorithm pairs you with equally powered decks in casual? I'm testing a few net decks, but rarely come across new players. Mostly players with powerful decks. In casual, so like non-ranked, I don't think so. I think it's literally the Wild West. Just straight up Wild West in the in that space. Do we have another counterspell? Another negate? Jesus. I don't think I attacked this turn. Wish I could flash that out. So they have 7 of those. I can block 1. And then 3 of those. So 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, they got it. They got it. That is game and perfect timing too. So we're gonna do a quick cut and we're back. Let's do game 5. So we're 24 hours later, had to take a quick break. Unfortunately, didn't have enough time to do the final playthrough of Javier's deck. Had an appointment and we got done 5 minutes prior to the appointment. Thought we were gonna have enough time. Unfortunately, we did not have enough time. So here we are, 24 hour later me. And earlier in the morning me. It's not my favorite start, but we'll take it. So early removal is why we kept it. Have access to card draw. Doomsday is kind of meh this early, but having access to all my lands and get down an early Restless Reef. Then we can go Swamp. Go for the Throat will be ready. Actually, we now have a Dark Shore. Then we can play a Swamp. Now we have 2 Annex. Yeah, let's just play that. Then Gloom Lake's going to be activated because of Swamp. Still have a Go for the Throat threat. I don't know if I want to go that hard. I think we just pass here. Otherwise, we're going to take 4 damage from Unholy Annex if I pop the other one. All right, see if we can get a Dross to stick. Probably gonna get a counterspell here. Didn't get a counterspell. Nice. Maybe a Go for the Throat. Got it. And then they're gonna flash in a Spectral. I get more card draw. Now we get to see what they have. Okay, we got some removal. I want as much mana available to me as possible. Unsummon. Nice. Let's go ahead and get rid of Unsummon. Make them use their go for the throat. Funny enough, I could... Oh, I don't have enough black. Got another Joss, though. There we go. They have their own Joss. Now they're going to be able to play it. They decided to go with Preacher, the Schism, eh? So... we play Archfiend. Gain a little bit of life. They're gonna go for the throat, the Archfiend. Little do they know. I'm just gonna block. Get rid of that. Now I know they have an Archfiend. Actually, do I have enough to do this? Do they have a counter spell? So they'll go for the throat my Doomsday, which is fine. Hit me for 1. I do have a spell stutter. So they saved me from the extra card draw for my own Doomsday, which is fine. Got rid of a land. How many do they have? Got it. Got it with the discard. That's pretty funny. Got the old discard win. I don't think I'm going to change much about the deck. So this was the secret. I think I mentioned this earlier. You don't actually sideboard much out, if anything, with Javier's deck. And we found this out when we were doing the watch party for the World Finals at the World Finals in Vegas. So I had the opportunity to go. And they had it on like the World Finals were kind of like the front of the building. and on the first floor, and then they had a watch party on the second floor, kind of in the back of the building. And on the stage was several, or two of the three folks that were up there were pro players, were on Javier's team. And so they were giving a little bit of insight into the deck. And one of the questions came up, is like, so how do you sideboard with Javier's deck? And they're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be sharing this. But there really isn't much of a sideboard strategy. The deck is like heavily tuned to what it's supposed to do. We're keeping it because of a turn 1 duress. And then we got some removal. That was lucky. Got a duress. What's in there? Okay, they're going to put their Spectral Sailor out. I mean, I think you kick out the Planeswalker. And then they hold up the gate. Since we have a swamp, we're going to get both colors. We'll cut down. See if we can get them to overcommit to a casting of something. Doesn't look like they're going to do so. So we'll flash in Fairy Mastermind on their end step. Okay, they got a Dross. We did get them to overcommit. Well, not overcommit. They appropriately committed, but now I can play an Annex without fear of negate. Very nice. I mean, we're trying not to die out here. Get rid of a land for them. Still have a Spell Stutter. So if they have another big cast, like, we can just counterspell it. Flash and Fairy Mind at their end step. The gate is only non-creature spells, so we have a Fairy Mastermind. Get a Restless Reef out there. Get him for 2. And then we can make a fish at their end step. We also now have Spell Stutter online for an extra cost. So now it would cost 3 for them to cast something. Get a fish token. Get another land. See if we can get some damage in here. They're probably gonna have a go for the throat. Oh, a Tishana is nice. Love all the land we're getting right now. Things are getting close. Yeah, definitely stop giving me land. Cancel. Swing with fish. Get 1 damage in. This is the optimal play. Sacrifice a token. Draw a card. Jace is nice. I can't afford the 2 health though to cast it right now, so spell stutter's not quite enough. Love the lands that we're getting here. We're just gonna put Fairy Mastermind out there. Yep, they got it. We flooded hard, so that wasn't helpful. Still have a little bit of a cough. Trying to be quick to that mute button. Alright, they mullied to 5. Alright, we got an early go for the throat. Get Caustic Bronco out there. Got a 3rd land. Nice. Are they gonna block with it? Nice. That's fine, because that gets me an early Unholy Annex. Hopefully I don't die to my own Unholy Annex again. See what we got. See what we got to play around here. With mana. Okay. Mana value 4 or greater. We can work around the counter spell. Destroying my demon once it's out though. Nice. Now we do get our own demon. Gain some life. They lose life now. So unless they got removal, which they could have, they didn't. They got their own dross though. Great. Getting in for 6. Got another duress. Don't know if they're gonna hide what they have. Disdainful Stroke. I don't know if I've seen that art. We took it though. Yeah, baby. Put it up on the board. 3 and 2. Not bad run. Not bad one. We got to the mystical 3 wins, which gives us the 600 gems. So 600 gems is huge. It's 4 times what you get for 2 wins. So we really like to get to that 3 wins with the deck. And for a deck that had a 40% win rate, you can't be too upset about it. We might as well. You know, the people at home ask for it. So we gotta open the packs. We were rewarded and see what we got. An Abyssal Harvester and a Painful Quandary. were the two big picks here. So that will conclude our World Championship Series run. We have made it through all of the top 8 decks. We got a chance to see how they're doing in the current meta. We're talking about 4 or 5 weeks later. How does it performing after Foundations, after the world has got their chance to just take a look at the decks, polish the decks, morph the decks, find counterplays to the decks. We had a little fun along the way just to play these top decks and see how they performed. And if you've made it this far in the video, you might as well do the thing. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, all free to you and great ways to help a small creator like myself get the video out to other folks who might be interested in Magic the Gathering content and watching this guy try to live out his dream of qualifying for the Pro Tour in the next 5 years. So I can officially declare I'm a pro Magic the Gathering player. And I started this summer 2024 and I've been documenting that journey here on the YouTube channel as well as on my Twitch live stream, which I'm actually recording this video in the middle of a live stream. I stream every Monday through Friday, usually around a 7 or 8 a.m. start. And we usually go for, 3-4 hours, maybe 7, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And we'll go for 3 or 4 hours. So come check out the live streams as well. I stream both on Twitch and YouTube. You can find those. And it's always cool to hang out with chat and play some games. But as we like to finish everything around here, until next time, we'll catch you at the table.